What is up, guys? It is yours truly, the Dark Queen. What can I say? I'm super excited. Finally hitting that 1,000th subscriber. Oh my god, I never thought I'd see the day. I remember the first time when we were like super excited at being like at 36, and I don't know. It's like it's a big thing for some people when they hit their 1,000, and all I can say is thank you. What I really want to do is just stop and let you guys know what I'm working on. First and foremost, before we get into the spookilies, right? And, like I was telling one of my friends named Marcus, I'm doing a couple of commissions for him. And, with me, with my work and my passion, if I don't feel it, if I don't feel motivated to do it, you're probably gonna get like, But if you give me that time to focus on what I want to do and where my strengths are, all I can say is just let me take the helm and we'll get there. And I can tell you the things that I have lined up for October, the things I'll be releasing on the channel. I'll have new books out, and October is going to be a crazy month for me, and I'm super excited. I love supporting the community. I love supporting people who are all about, preserving our culture, preserving our stories. So I'm always, somebody who's really supportive of that. And, what can I say other than, a big thank you to everyone who has ever subscribed to this channel, watched a video, thumbs up, all I can say is thanks. I mean, I remember back in the day when me and my brother were laughing because we only had 36 subscribers, and we're like, should we keep going? Should we keep continuing? And I mean, you guys have been so dedicated, and I feel like I've cheated you guys a little bit, but stuff happens, lost my dad, stuff like that. So thank you for staying with me. Thank you for staying true to the things that I do. But, it's been a rough year, but it's gotten better. And all I can do is just be thankful, that we're going in the right direction. So big thank you to you guys, you supporters, and trust me when I say I'm going to bring you the real deal. I mean, I don't really want to release too much because if I start, look, it's not about you subscribers that I have issues. It's other content creators who decide to have a likeness in the subject matter. I'm gonna not, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I was a weird kid that would talk to the old people to understand these monsters, these entities. And, I was okay with being that chit-chatty little chubby Dora the Explorer saying, what you got on the donkey lady? Have you seen her? Has your sister seen her? You're like 90 years old. Got anything different? And, that's how I was. And I've always been that way. And I've always been very personable. And people tell me some of the craziest things that you're just like, geez, I hope this stuff is not real. I hope this stuff is not real. But, all I can say is give me some time, and I promise it's only going to get better. I'm going to get more in depth. That takes preparation on all aspects of me being balanced, because I'm going into some pretty intense places. That's all I will release. Very intense places. And it's, of course I'll have the respect when I go to those places, but you have to be in a good state on all levels. And right now, me just adjusting to new things and just getting over stuff, I don't want to be susceptible to it. So that's what I will release to you, but I'm excited. It's the things that I've done, I'm happy with, but the things that I'm striving for are bigger. So that is what I will tell you guys. And I have a new update, a new horror update. So I'm not sure if you guys knew this, but I actually do a lot of vending at Fright, which is a art studio. by Briscoe Elementary. And as you know, with a devil sighting, I tend to vend around there very late. And I heard while I was packing my stuff up, I'm not gonna lie on this, but you know, it wasn't a great night with fiesta and stuff. It could have been busier, right? And I'm packing up my stuff. I'm exhausted. I'm like, maybe I should do a video, and then I'm like, no. I'm too tired. I don't want to do a video. I'm exhausted. And so I'm hauling 2 tables, and I still have to haul a chair, like 2 chairs, and I think like some plastic or something. And so anyways, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to call it quits early, and I'm taking off. I'm super exhausted. And all of a sudden I hear this howl. Like, I mean, it's not a dog. I love dogs. I'm a major dog lover. You know, if it's a wolf, it's a dog, it's a pug, it's a chihuahua. I know my howls, and I know at first I was like, maybe there's a homeless person, and I'm just thinking key time. Like, if this guy comes at me trying to rob me for paintings or something. And no, I mean, but it was coming from the school. And I'm not going to be an idiot and say, hey, let me go trespass in this property and get attacked by something paranormal. No, I'm not going to do that. But it was incredibly interesting. I was just like, and it sounded, I mean, you know, when I think of, and it's crazy, like you wouldn't assume, right, that it would sound like the howling man from the Twilight Zone. But it did. And I was just like, whatever's there sounds kind of tortured. I mean, like it can't leave. Like, when I think about it, like, I get goosebumps, and I'm like, I'm just happy that there are a lot of vendors that stay there later than me, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ, these people have to deal with that. But I think it's stuck there. Like, that's the one thing, I was like, man, I'm never gonna, you know, break down by myself, because whatever it was, it was just like, oh, and I was just like, oh my God. And it's not a dog. I know dogs. I'm pretty sure I'd know a wolf if I heard it. But it wasn't. It sounded like something disembodied that is stuck on the premises, and it's a multi like level building. Like, you can hear, like, the way it sounds like it's either coming from a multi-level building, or like somewhere where it would echo, like a factory or in an expressway. And that's what was really creepy for me, was just hearing that, because you almost feel sorry for it, but then you wonder if this thing is tricking you or not. And I was like, I just talked about this, you know, you try not to directly associate the things that you know, but you can't help it. And then, you know, the worst part is, you know, where I'm at, I know the streets back to front. And I think I've talked about this, but down the street on Flores by Fright, there's another building that's a CPA building. And I remember going in as a chubby kid during the summer, and it was an antiquity store. And it was just really lovely. Like, they were super friendly, this couple. And the owner and his husband were really knowledgeable about a lot of stuff. And I think they were from New Orleans. And I was just like, wow. I've never like noticed this building before. And they had oil paintings, they had beautiful like porcelain dolls and like porcelain lanterns and things that were of style. Like these were high-end sort of antiquities. And that's when they were like, well, what are you looking for? And I was like, well, I've always, I love reading on the occult. Theology was, something I was totally into. They were like, well, we've got some voodoo dolls and I can show you how to use them. And I was just like, what? I was like, you can explain it to me, but I'm not going to really harness my voodoo wielding power. Nah, I'm good, man. I just love to know things. I don't practice them. And so he was just like, oh, okay. And he had a couple in the trunk. And I was just like, wow, okay. And they were like little kits and, but they didn't look commercialized. Like they looked like they were handmade. And I was just like, wow. And so I went further in the back. And that's when I saw one of the like transforming paintings where it was like a mariachi and a lady. And then it turned into skeletons, and but it wasn't like the stuff that they have at Family Dollar or the dollar store that have that like printer kind of like holographic sort of feel. This was a different sort of thing. It was like it was not commercialized for sure. That was one thing that I knew. And the skeletons just. They were just so... It had a style to it where you were just like... I don't know. I mean, I know it was not commercialized art. That was for one. This was at least 1999, before the whole Calavera movement of the skulls and the candy skulls and, Dia de los Muertos. That was not in at all yet. This is not even in the year 2000. And so that's how I knew. And then one time my friend had shown me, because we didn't have internet yet. I was still, it probably was like 1997, 1998 maybe. And my friend showed me videos of what the Disney's Haunted Mansion looked like. And I was like, dude, that is... But that still had more of a commercial feel to it. This was like the painting style was primitive. Like somebody Frida had painted it or something. It was weird. It was so primitive and primal and not focused on being so perfect and beautiful. And that's what I remember. And so anyways, it seemed like it was very much out of the show Friday the 13th. And if you've never seen that show, it was very much like... before Supernatural and all that other cliche stuff, this was like an antiquity store that had nothing but haunted items. I guess they kind of stole the concept from the Warrens at the time. And it had a good story to it, Friday the 13th, the show. It was very interesting. But it was very much like that, except these guys were kind of like making it their business to either help you invoke curses or whatever. And, but that wasn't the creepiest part. This was a 2-story building. There was no access to the top. I don't know if they lived up there, what they did up there, but there was no access to it. So we're talking about this pretty ratchet looking building, pretty rough. And I mean, it's South Flores before revitalized South Flores. So I just remember leaving the building and I was like, I think these guys are witches. I was like, I could be wrong, but I think they're the nicest witches I've ever met, which is fantastic. But then I saw this front fucking door on the 2nd floor, fucking Winchester style, like Winchester. There are no stairs. You're falling straight down on the sidewalk, which is about 14, maybe 16 feet from the air. Like, you're gonna break your legs. You're gonna break a hip. You're gonna break your legs. Maybe go all gymnastic style with both your knees dislocated, both your legs broken. But that's when I was kind of like, you know what? I don't think I'm going back there, man. I just think that that building is super haunted. I've thought about seeing like if there are things happening in that particular building, but then I don't want to bring it home because I live too far away from there. So I'm just like, I don't know, man. I don't know. But at the end of the day, yeah, you know, that whole street is super haunted. I mean, people can say whatever they want to say, but with me in my life right now, I really don't have time to be making stuff up. So, but I don't have time to be completely terrified. I mean, unless I see something that looks like it is metaphysically there, then yes, I'm gonna haul it, or I'm gonna do what I gotta do, Southside style. But at the end of the day, I'm just kind of like, damn, I can't not acknowledge stuff like that. All I can say is, you know, guys, be careful. If you guys go ghost hunting, you go looking for that stuff, just be mindful what you bring home, what you encounter. That's what I always tell everybody about that. But once again, guys, I have so much stuff ready to go for Halloween just for you, but I might start releasing it in September. I will continue to release content. I will have planned probably reviewing The Matrix, since I've been challenged to do that. But, you know, we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll throw in some creepypastas about The Matrix. Just to... I saw The Matrix and I know the creepypastas. Ooh. But, yeah, I've got movie reviews lined up. I have new content we'll be covering, as well as maybe covering some true crime stuff that I find incredibly just terrifying, atrocious, stuff like that, that is just, you know, will definitely keep you at the edge of your seat. But this is a Dark Queen signing out because I need to wake up early. I will catch you guys later. Thank you once again, my 1,000 subscriber. I'm living the dream. Never thought I'd get here, but I'm here and it feels amazing. Thank you for watching.